This is Brett Gelman with iBrain.
In the year 2060, an old rich man gave a lecture. The iPod, the iPhone, the iBook, the iTV, the iCar, the iPlane, the iRifle, the microwave oven. Yes, you all own these. You all love these wonderful Apple products. However, you do not actually know true love. No, you don't. You think you truly love my creation's sleek, metallic smoothness like they were your own children, but you don't. For you have not yet experienced true love because you have not yet experienced what I am about to give you. Everyone in the audience looked at each other with confusion. What could he mean? What could good old Steve possibly mean this time? As they looked into each other's bewildered eyes, Steve Jobs, the wealthiest and now the oldest man alive, continued his lecture from the podium. You may think I've given you all I can give. You may think this is all there is to get from the good folks at Apple, but I think you'll find you're quite mistaken. Prepare, people. Prepare to receive the final thing you shall need to become the complete human being you've always dreamed of being. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the iBrain. At this, Steve Jobs took out what seemed to be a white, smooth football helmet, but without the face guard. Everyone looked around at each other. The iBrain? What was this? Had old man Jobs finally gone insane? That's right, folks. It's the newest sensation from the good folks at Apple. The iBrain comes equipped with technology that man has been waiting for since he first slithered out of the mud. Imagine that something that does everything all other products have ever done in the history of Apple, but inside your brain. I'm talking music, movies, high-speed internet, phoning, flying, and much, much more. Plus, the iBrain comes equipped with a brand new function never before provided by Apple. Thinking. That's right, folks. The iBrain does all of your thinking for you. Why have to make decisions yourself? Why have to remind yourself to pay those annoying bills? Why remember to tell your wife and kids happy birthday when the iBrain can do it for you? The iBrain does everything and then some. So buy one today, folks, and give your own brain a chance to rest for a change.
Okay, Brett.
Yeah.
I just want to interject something here.
Yes.
I mean, when you said it wasn't comedic, I mean, you were dead on. I mean, this is really
It's very serious.
But
and it gets more serious.
What I'm trying to say is it sounds like you're trying to be funny. It sounds like you're trying to be satiric in some kind of safe way. I mean...
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be.
Okay.
All right, I just want,
No.
I don't know.
Should I continue? Do you want me to continue?
All right, yeah.
By the time the old man had finished his speech, the audience was already up in arms, cheering as if they had just seen Jesus himself emerge from heaven and hand them the key to happiness. Old man McWashington was weeping, he was so thrilled. Little Timmy Sperling tugged on his mother's blouse. "I want one, Mommy, I want one." And in the back of the auditorium stood a reasonably attractive man and a reasonably attractive woman, watching the hysteria objectively as if they were staring into some twisted human aquarium. The man looked to the woman. "Want to go, Eve?" The woman looked to the man. "Sure, Adam." Adam and Eve walked out of the auditorium and down Broadway. It was still legal for them to be outside. Mandatory curfew, please. Mandatory curfew wasn't for another 3 hours. "How about that iBrain, huh, Eve?" Adam said as he checked his pockets to make sure he hadn't lost his keys. "I guess. I'm not really into technology. I guess it could be cool, though." Eve wasn't really interested in talking about the iBrain. She was currently searching her own brain to try and remember what polar bears looked like. It had been so long since she had seen a picture of one, and even longer since they had gone extinct. I mean, think about it, Eve. A thingy that does all your thinking for you. Imagine that. I tell you, sounds pretty damn good to me. I think I might buy one. "Yeah, but do you think you should so soon?" Eve still wasn't too interested in Adam's chosen topic of conversation. She was now trying to remember if she had bought enough dehydrated broccoli to hydrate for supper that night. "I guess you have a point there, Eve. It's usually good to wait to buy something, at least until it's been released in its second generation, but at the same time, Apple makes really high-quality products." "Whatever," said Eve, as her and Adam approached her apartment door. Eve's mind was now fully focused on an entirely different topic from any of the ones she had been thinking of before. "Well, this is me," she said, as Adam stood, staring at her blankly. "Want to come up and fuck?" "Why not?" replied Adam.
Well,
and they walked through the door. Please.
All right. All I want to build up.
The first one off with her clothes was Eve. Her perky tits said hello to Adam like they were friendly next-door neighbors, and her pussy dripped with anticipation of what Adam had concealed in his tight blue jeans. She got on her knees and unzipped him. Yeah, she was right again. It was a big, hard cock. Eve then looked up at Adam, giving him her doe-like fuck-me eyes. I guess this is for me. Adam, still staring into her eyes, licked his lips almost as if he was preparing to do to himself what Eve was about to do to him.
What?
Yeah, that's for you, baby. Merry Christmas. Eve smiled, her luscious lips mere milliseconds away from wrapping around his veiny schlong. Happy Hanukkah, she quickly giggled, and then proceeded to get down to business. Eve sucked Adam's cock ferociously, like in it he contained all the unknown. Please, this is about what's going on right now in our world. Like in it he contained all the unknown secrets of the universe. Adam's face clenched in ecstasy. God, she's good, he thought. Nobody gives a BJ like Eve. 8 full minutes went by. Eve would have kept going too, but Adam had to stop her. What's wrong, she asked. Nothing's wrong, baby. It's just if you keep sucking me like this, I'm definitely gonna come. And I don't want to do that yet. Oh, yeah? What do you want to do instead? Eve asked with a sweaty grin. Adam mirrored her grin.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, just a little something I like to call bobbing for pussy pubes. Eve liked the sound of that. Bob away, you dirty fuck pig. Adam picked Eve up and threw her on the bed. He spread her pink legs and immediately shoved his face in something even pinker. He then proceeded to let his tongue dance on Eve's clit like Baryshnikov. Swirling and twirling with the greatest of ease, he painted her fence with not 1, not 2, but 47 saliva coats.
Oh, God, please.
I know, it's discomforting where we're at right now.
No, Brett.
Just then, Eve slapped him across the face and without warning him, took Adam's rock-hard beef loaf and shoved it into her hot, hairy oven. At first, Adam teased her, just dipping in the tip of his head. And then, after a couple of tip tests of the old twat water, plunged his whole hard meat thermometer deep into her tight lower mouth. Eve screamed in ecstasy. Yeah, that's right. Fuck me good. Fuck me good, bozo. Put your balls in my bucket and get 50 points, you goddamn perverted clown. Yeah, bozo. Fuck me right. Adam grunted in between thrusts. Why do you keep calling me bozo? Because you're a clown. You're a cock clown. Now go over to my dresser, put on your clown makeup, and cock me some more, you sick molesty fucker. Adam looked at Eve's dresser, and sure enough, there was clown makeup on top of it. He got up off her bed, walked over to the dresser, and quickly did what his master had commanded him to do. He spread the white and red paint on his face in such a way that it looked like he had been crying for about 2 hours. How's this, he asked. Perfect, you fucking clown. Now come over here and funny fuck me. Adam walked back over to the bed, but this time Eve threw him down on the bed. You might be a clown, but I'm a cowgirl. Eve slid on top of Adam's backwards and slid her slit down his pole. She then proceeded to bounce. Buckin' Bronco, take your ride on the bozo Buckin' Bronco. Adam was starting to lose control. He knew he would bust his load any second. Her hot fat ass bouncing on his dick like that, it was enough to make the Pope want to fuck.
Oh, come on.
Eve was starting to
Jesus.
climax too. Her moans and groans quickly transformed to screams. There was no doubt about it. She was on a one-way trip to Orgasm Town. I have a surprise for you, she said as she yelped with pleasure. What's that? Asked Adam, trying to last just a couple more minutes. I'm a squirter. Just then, Eve stood up off of Adam. I'm sorry, your interjections are. Just then, Eve stood up off of Adam's cock and proceeded to spray him with gallons and gallons of her sweet, savory honey juice all over his six-pack. This was too much for Adam. He matched her vagina squirts with a boatload of hot vanilla jizz. It was so thick it looked like he had a Crest toothpaste factory in his nutsack. Then,
Brad, come on.
after the fruits were fully juiced, they collapsed right beside each other, covered in nothing but each other's musty sweat and jit. Okay. Wow. Talk about a fuckathon, said Adam, feeling like a cross between Ares, the god of war, and Fabio.
Huh?
Yeah, said Adam. I'm sorry, yeah, said Eve. Her mind then started to drift. She laid there thinking. She looked at Adam. She had never noticed before, but she suddenly realized that he had a really nice face. A really, really nice face. She liked Adam. He was cool. You know, Adam, I've given it a little more thought, and I think you should just go ahead and buy yourself the iBrain. Yeah? Yeah. If you want it, you should try it. Adam thought about it some more, wiping the clown makeup off of his forehead. You know, I think I will leave. I think I will.